Come on in. Good afternoon and welcome to Trans West Truck Trailer RV. And man, oh man, I know I'm always excited, but today is a really great day. My name is Katie O'Neill and I'm coming to you live here from sunny Pueblo, Colorado. We are at the International Rally. What a treat. And I'll tell you what, Trans West has really stepped up. The partnership with Trans West and Newmar this year has been fantastic. We have all sorts of really great coaches to show you. So let's start off with my favorite one of the show. This is the 2025 Essex. And this is an all new contemporary Essex. We've got the traditional available for you to look at here. We've also got the contemporary. And as usual, I like to start my RV videos from the inside out. So please go ahead, Nick, and take her on back. So as we're walking through today's cab, you'll notice that we are in the 4551. So our ever popular favorite 45-foot Essex. This is definitely one of the most sought after floor plans here at the International Rally. And what's so cool about this though is I had an opportunity to shoot a video with this coach in the dealer show back in March. But I was not able to see one that was just the monochromatic because they've come out with a new two-tone. So very nice to see how this lays out. Also just really cool to see this fantastic San Remo interior decor. Just a stunning, stunning execution on Newmar's part. And I think, you know, most importantly, there's a lot of people who have different tastes in homes, different tastes in clothes, different tastes in shoes. And if you've got different tastes in an RV, you can get all of the fantastic things that you're looking for in your Essex in two very different executions this year. And this is exciting because traditionally, some people really like traditional. And also, we've got some people who really like contemporary but don't want to step up to that King Air money. So this Essex gives you the opportunity to straddle between the two and even mix them together if it makes you happy. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and take a look at these raised vessel sinks. This is a really lovely bathroom. This is the kind of bathroom that you could really enjoy on your own at home in your private residence. I love nothing more than a two-tone faucet. This is a great way to mix in those brass colors along with your brushed nickel. And then, of course, another great selling feature of this coach are these inlet back mirrors. So back inlet lighting is so important because as you're coming down the road, getting ready, you know, in the morning, there is, you know, you've got your vanity lights up above, but if you need to get something a little bit closer just to see a little bit better, you've got this really nice lighting coming from behind the mirror. Another thing that we should always mention, Newmar does such a nice job with their backsplashes. I love these micro subway tiles. Keep in mind, some of these specials that I'm seeing and putting together today for some of our clients, you can really choose even down to the grout color what you'd like to see in your coach as a special. If you'd like to have one custom made here at the dealer show with Newmar, you can come into our dealership and custom make a coach there. And then I think most importantly, Newmar does a great job at just putting these together so that all you have to do is pick whether or not you want a gray or a beige, a blue or a red. You can just leave the design work up to the experts and they do just a fantastic job. Now, of course, we would be remiss not to show you this nice felt-lined medicine cabinet. There is an outlet in there so you can charge, or not charge, I guess. Maybe these days you're charging your Dyson hairdryer, but you can plug in your hairdryer or your flat iron, any of those things. And then you'll notice that we have these really nice KIB switches throughout this coach. So one of the things that's nice about this is if you wanted to have just a little less of a garish light in there, you can dim all of your lighting on these control pads and really get that nice homey feel. Another great feature of this Essex, of course, is the fact that we've got the cedar lined closet. And then the 4551, you get so much cabinet space. So if you don't have all of the folding clothes that you want to use in those top two shelves, these are all adjustable. You could take those out and have a full hanging wardrobe in the back, or you could use it for more, you know, folding your heavier sweaters and some of your down things. And then over here, we've made great use of this space in offering you, first of all, you've got a two-tier shirt closet, right? So that's a nice feature. But more importantly, take a look at this. When Nick said we had a fancy closet in the back, I said, are you talking about this shoe closet? Look at this shoe closet. Now, for those of you who have been around Newmar for a long time and you know the difference, it's so fun to see this maple finish naked. So you can see all of that beautiful patterning in this wood. And now, of course, if you've watched any of our videos, you'll know that Newmar actually has one person who will go through this entire coach and finish all of the maple cabinetry throughout this coach so that it has a uniform finish, a uniform color throughout. So a lot of attention to detail is spent on this Essex. These little drawers here, of course, are great for socks. You'll notice the dovetailing here in these drawers. This is just another example of how you've got a very high-end, very residential feel in this coach. Another great aspect of this coach is the knee room. So there's so much room here in this nice bathroom in the back. If you're a big guy, you've got plenty of room here in the office. And then take a look at your shower. Again, I love these brass fittings on the faucets. It's so nice to see this two-tone because, as you can see, I've got brass inlays throughout the solid tile shower that I have. I've got my shampoo, conditioner, and body wash dispenser, but then to have the brass and to have, again, that chrome polish, or I'm sorry, not chrome polish, but that stainless steel, brushed stainless steel look is so nice because you can mix all of the different woods in here. Of course, we have our teak bench. I am going to lift this up. We did such a nice job decorating for us today, but I love this linear drain, and I really love this very sassy floor. It's super cool to see this contemporary coach with all of the finishes that really make you kind of go, wow, this is the first time I can go out and I'm not going to buy an old guy's coach. I can buy a really young, contemporary, classic coach that will appeal to not only my wife and myself or me and my kids, but also for resale value. You're in something that's a very different look than what you've seen historically. Of course, we know this is a great place to keep all your cotton swabs and everything that you need while you're taking your makeup off. And then again, all these full extension drawers. You've got a total of 4 drawers. The other 3 are the same depth. And then take a look underneath this cabinet. So much storage space down here for you that have towels and linens that you want to keep. You've got 2 of these underneath, so all of the supplies that you need for your bedroom, you can keep right back there. And then here, of course, we have our Splendid stackable washer and dryer. And not to be missed is this very important little drawer down here, because at the end of the day, we all do really need to have a place to keep our laundry detergent and all of our dryer sheets. So very cool. I actually keep my extra bedding down there as well. So if you've got some extra sheets that you carry, of course I have a bunk model in my Newmar, so I always have to have extra sheets in case we have company. My 16-year-old daughter spent the week with us, the first part at least of the rally, down here with her boyfriend. So I had 2 pretty large human beings in those bunks, and it was pretty awesome. We had a lot of fun, and they got to see kind of behind the scenes of what mom does. Now, as we enter into the master suite here, I just have to really show you, the San Remo is so sexy. Look at that black headboard. I absolutely love this black headboard. And then just a nice tie-in. I've been to quite a few focus groups this weekend, or this week, and one of the things someone said yesterday was there was a bedspread on the coach that I didn't actually take and put into a plastic bag and donate to Goodwill. And honestly, I think that that's such a truth. It's so nice to see this really cool tweed. And if these pillows aren't your flavor, this will really match everything else. But then you can also see it repeated here in a very, very small format, just tying the whole coach together. All of these little things that really tie everything together. Of course, we have our big storage up above the bed, as well as our grommets, so that you can drop your cords through if you've got a CPAP machine, or maybe you want to plug in your iPad, listen to your Kindle. And then, of course, on the Essex, you're going to have your wireless charging ports. Now, those make me a little nervous, so I'm going to be more likely to go ahead and plug into my USB ports down below and run that cord out and above, just so I can make sure that if I do knock into that port, I don't want to wake up to a dead phone. We do way too much stuff on our phones these days to have a dead phone. But I do want to show underneath here. So you'll see here we've got our 2 11-inch wide extensions, as well as our nice extra chairs. This does have the Euro dinette, so you have enough room to actually seat 6. Now, I know the rule of thumb is that it's 6 for drinks, 4 for dinner, and 2 to sleep. But I'll tell you, you could really have 6 people over and have a nice dinner here in this coach. So flanking either side of your 43-inch smart TV, you have some really great storage up here. Again, this top shelf is adjustable, so regardless of what you have in there, if you want to be able to change the height of the things that you're storing, plenty of room. One of the things that we've also been talking about in the focus group is the ability to get fresh air into your bedroom. Now, because of the ductwork of this coach, so you can see here with this is again the contemporary ceiling, very different than the traditional. I've got some traditional videos out there if you need to watch those. But since your ductwork is running through the center of this coach, we can't put a ceiling fan up there. But what we can do is we can actually open this bonded window, and there's a screen that slides out when you open it, so you can see, keeping the bugs out. There's no work to be done. It's all set up for you. Open your window and then get a nice little ceiling fan and pop it right here, just with that little oscillating feature. You're going to have a great, nice bit of air coming in from the outside. Talk to a lot of people that don't open all of their doors and windows while they're traveling because of dust or pollen. So I totally feel that too. So you don't have to open it, but it's nice to have the availability. As you can see, these are really great big drawers. This paired with that huge closet at the back, of course, gives us some of the best storage available in the marketplace on this coach. And then you'll notice even little details like this where you've got 2 USB ports and 2 outlets built into the side here of these of the window so that you can charge your devices. And then up here you'll see our good old-fashioned slide control. That is something that will remain the same. Newmar really believes in the system where you're controlling your slide, but as you can see, you've got these nice silver leaf panels throughout the coach. Now in 2023, we revolutionized our product line by adding these bigger control panels. The reason that this was important is you put something like this at the center of the coach instead of putting it in the front and in the bathroom, and you have access to everything. So you can see all your fresh black and gray water, you can see your battery charge, you can see what you've got coming in and what you've got going out, where it's coming from. So for instance, 30 amp right there. You can see all of your charging, all of your floats. Everything is very, very easy to see, and it's a big screen here on this Essex. You can also see your gen hours. You can also set up your auto gen start. Again, you can turn your water pump on and off in multiple places throughout the coach, but also right here. So if you know you've got littles that are staying with you, maybe they want to wash their hands and you're boondocking, they aren't going to know how to turn the water pump on and off. You can do that while they're in the bathroom without opening the door. All of your climate control, again, very easy to see. We do have a block heater as well that's good for very cold situations. This coach is very popular in Alaska. And then keep in mind, you'll see here 960 amp hours of battery. So that means that this coach does have the optional 3rd lithium ion battery. Those are going to be provided to you by Lithionics. And these batteries are available to the consumer to add. So if your coach only comes with one, you could add, comes with 2, you can add a 3rd one, and that tied in with your second inverter gives you the ability to run your air conditioning while you're going down the road. So you can run that central air without running your generator. Another favorite thing I have about this coach is the way that we set how we're camping. If we're active camping, if we're outdoor and unplugged, outdoor plugged in, all the different things that we can do, all we've got to do is choose indoor plugged in, hit activate, it knows what we need, and it turns it to that setting. The heated floors, of course, if you've had cold toes on the morning, getting up in your RV, you know how nice it is to have a little floor heat. And then all of the lighting control, such a good design this year where they've actually broken it up into segments that are easy to read. So you can turn all your lights there, you can operate all of your shades. You can also, this is for the stool room and for your rear bath. And then also you'll note that you can operate all of your fans for your kitchen, the stool room, and the master bathroom as well. And then even in addition to that, you can operate all of your awnings. So very, very easy to use. Everything is right here. That is the whole control of your coach. And for those of you who have been RVing for a long time, you understand how nice it is to not have to go hither and thither all over the place looking for something that you want to turn on or turn off. Now this 4551 has always been hugely popular because of its large pantry. So these are really nice, again, dovetailed full extension pantry drawers. But on top of it, they came out with this new feature in 23. Of course, this is a 25, but being able to move one of these over to the right or to the left to create more space for pots and pans, for frying pans, for deep sauce pans, for maybe some cooking trays, whatever it is, takes all of that stuff and removes it from having to be stacked in drawers in your galley, which means that you can actually have this really nice dishwasher in your kitchen because you've got enough space for your pots and pans without needing to store them below your cooktop. So this is a Fisher-Paykel dishwasher. You're going to find that this Fisher-Paykel dishwasher, I mean, it might as well be part of the RV uniform. It's in every RV that's out there, but it works great. And I've been boondocking, well, I shouldn't say that. I am here at the International Rally with my RV. I've been camping since the beginning of the rally. It's been really fun to go to all of the events, but we don't have sewer. So to save water, we're actually using our dishwasher because we use less water washing our dishes once a day in our dishwasher over using the sink and washing the dishes after every meal. So it's a great excuse to not have to do dishes after breakfast. Just kidding, it's just a great excuse to use your dishwasher. But anyway, oh, look at this, is kind of a fun cabinet. So you'll see here, what's that little X mean? That means we got Starlink mounted by the manufacturer on this coach. Lots of cool sessions on how to get Wi-Fi connectivity, cell phone coverage, all of those things while you're here. And all of the buzz right now for people who want to be able to go away from having satellite television, whether it be Dish or DirecTV, all of the buzz has really been focused on Starlink this week. It's been very interesting to hear the feedback. And I've got to say, I think it's a product that's going to work for our clients. So all of your small spice jars will fit in there. You just have to get the little ones. You can't get the big fatties, but plenty of room for all your spices while you're cooking. And then some more storage over here if you'd like to be able to keep your plates, your bowls, your dishes. And then on this countertop, before we go into what's underneath, I wanted to show you something I think is really kind of fun. So the difference between contemporary and traditional. So you'll notice that we have the sample woods here, the high gloss, the matte, also in the white, and then with the traditional cabinets versus the contemporary cabinets. So as you can see, you can still get all of your favorite colors, whether you want that medium brown or you want that dark sable maple, but you can choose a sable maple with a matte finish, with a suede finish, and it really kind of lessens the pop. And you could do that in a contemporary cabinet. So a lot of flexibility here. One of the comments was made to me is that it's hard to tell what the normal floors look like. So I wanted to show you this floor. This is the King Air floor. This is one of the warmer tones. It also comes in a nice light gray. But this is actually the floor tile that would traditionally be in this coach. So if you want to change out things, it's very important. Look at the difference between that tile versus the floor that we have. What a huge statement that makes. A very, very different feel in this coach. If you look back and pan through and look at, from back there to here, this feels like a home. So if you're looking for something that's more flamboyant, more flashy, you can do that in this contemporary by just changing in some tiles, changing out some tiles, changing the gloss content or making it more matte. So you can really play around with all of the different features. And it's so fun. I mean, we even have all of the tiles, the glass subway tiles you see back here, are here at the show, so you can bring them into the coach, see how you think you would like to have them. And then as you'll notice back here around this window, you'll see this is a bonded window. So this is one of the nicest features of this Essex. For those of you that have been in the market for a luxury coach, you know that things like bonded windows, where you have that really beautiful framing and that extra large window that's taking up the whole entire space, are such a big deal. But the other thing that you find in your high-end RVs are good appliances. So this Bosch Bosch dishwasher, you won't find a dishwasher by Bosch in this coach. This Bosch refrigerator is so fancy. Look at how nice that is. And then one of the cool features about this, not just that it's got digital control, not that you could connect it to your phone. Yeah, no kidding. You can connect everything to your phone these days. Or that it's got a meat and cheese drawer. And just so you know, my boyfriend, it's taped shut, so I'm not going to mess with anything. This doesn't, I don't mess with anything that's at the shows. But the meat and cheese drawer, as I say, my boyfriend made me a charcuterie plate for lunch today, so we use that meat and cheese drawer quite a bit. And then take a look at this. All of the freezer storage. Now, of course, you still have your 3 cubic foot Dometic outside, but you got all the ice capacity here. You get an ice capacity or an ice dispenser on your refrigerator door with crushed ice. How cool is that? So I really like that aspect a lot. And also you'll note that we get tied into our higher end appliances. We've got our Bosch microwave here. And you know, it's nice when your appliances match, right? That's something that people look for. Now here again, a lot of extra drawer space and a really nice wide island. So this is a nice wide island where you could actually keep things. The drawers are definitely more narrow than you would expect, but what they've done is they've created that nice seamless illusion where you can't tell that these drawers are not as big as the faces around them. So when this is tucked in, someone who came into this RV might not even know that you have an island here. It's just a very, very clean look. Now here, of course, underneath the sink, we've got our stainless steel trash can, as well as a place to keep your sink toppers. If, for instance, you wanted to keep this guy out of the way, you could just go ahead and stow that down below, and then you'd have access to your dual basin stainless steel sink. Now, when I say dual basin stainless steel sink, it's important to understand they do understand the concept behind a vegetable sink and a main sink. In my kitchen, I have two sinks because we have one for vegetable prep and one for doing dishes. Same thing here. You could have two people getting ready for breakfast, getting ready for dinner. You could have one person who was in charge of prepping, the other one who's in charge of getting all the dishes out. Just a nice setup. And then, of course, they made really good use of the space here by giving you, again, full extension dovetail drawers on slide outs. That way you can get all of your goods in and out of the coach very easily. I always joke about what to do with this drawer. I still don't know, but even more so, I don't know what to do with this one either. I've always said, you know, I think it looks like a place you keep all of your little shot glasses. You know, the whole shot glass collection from every state you've ever been to could be there. So that would be kind of fun. Okay, so now that we've gone through the lion's share of this, I wanted to show the security cameras are up top here. So you do have a security system that is optional on the Essex, which is pretty nice. Another big point of conversation has been the smoked glass above this chair rail. It's very nice. It does open up this coach, but keep in mind, while you're here at the Newmar dealer meeting, while you're here at the International Rally, you can sit down with our specialists and we can actually help you to put together a coach that has wallpaper here, or maybe more wood planking like you have on this side here. So we can actually change this out if you don't want to have that mirror in your coach. You don't have to. Really, you can customize a lot of your RVs. I've had a client that ordered an Integra, and he's having a bit of a hard time with it right now. He just picked it up. But when I spoke with him, he said, there was no options. You just kind of, you pick your color and you get the thing. And what's so nice about us here at Newmar is very rarely do you drive into the lot and see the same coach twice, because most of our clients are going to personalize the colors of their coach as well. And if you don't, we do a great job at picking them out for you, but if you want to, you can really get a fantastic different coach. So again, on these bonded windows, just nice to have a way to open these windows so you can get some fresh air in here. Of course, we still have our fantastic fan, our backlit mirror as well. Again, 110 outlets in your cabinet here, so you can get your hairdryer here if you're the early riser. Lots of storage here underneath, again, for towels, anything that you might need for your guests. And then below that, you'll see that we have our central vac, which is one of my favorite features on my coach, and more storage and bigger drawers. And I'm still going to tell you, if you don't know how lucky you are to have buttons that you can actually see at night on your Dometic flush, I'm telling you, you've no idea. That is such a cool thing. Another nice feature here too is that we do have a pop down outlet that comes out of the bottom right here, so that if you want to access that for your hairdryer, you don't have to open that medicine cabinet. So kind of some cool little, you know, niche features. Now again, these are those doors that pivot when they close and open, so that has not changed on the 4551. The reason that we do that is because when we bring the slide in, we want you to have plenty of room to be able to walk through and get to the restroom. Now here you'll see two optional sets of cabinets. So this bank of cabinets above the dinette is an optional bank of cabinets, and then the cabinet bank above the theater seating is also an optional bank of cabinets. So keep in mind, if you want to have that full open window, I'm working with a couple today that are just really, really fantastic. They're so fun. They know exactly what they want, except for when it comes to cabinets. But everything else has been really easy, and we know we don't want these at all because we want the big glass windows. So it's all about light for that family. And she even said, I can't fill up my New Air. So there's no reason I need all these extra cabinets in the Essex. I'm going to have more than enough room. I just want to have those big, beautiful views. So we can really customize these coaches for you. Now here's that table. Oh, is it locked? It is. Okay, I don't know why it's locked. That's not normal, but it's probably a dealer show thing, so I'm going to leave it be. So that comes all the way out another 22 inches, so out this far. And then these great booths are so fun because you can really fit a lot of people in here, but they still have this cushion here, so you can lean back and drink your Prosecco. And yes, I am drinking Prosecco at the dealer, or at the rally. Last night we had a fantastic concert in the park. I brought my cooler with my Prosecco, my plastic champagne glasses, and hung out with everyone. We had a great time. The music was awesome. If you've never been to an international rally with your Newmar, you have to go. And call me. I'll tell you all about it. Why it's so important. It's so different than anything I've ever seen before in my life. I'm so happy I've had this experience. I really owe a debt of gratitude to both Brian and Andrew at Transwest for allowing me to be a member and to take the time off of work to hang out with everybody. So here's a really nice amount of storage here underneath as well. And then for those of you who watch my videos, you know I always say keep your pimpernel plastic or your pimpernel placemats right here. Pimpernel placemats are so cool because if you're eating outside and you need a little tray to put your food down on so you don't spill all over your jeans, all you got to do is get your pimpernels out and you can look fancy while you're sitting by the fireplace or by the fire eating your food. Okay, nice little standard buffet here that you can keep your fake fruit on top of, or you could keep your butter dish, maybe your Cholula, whatever kind of hot sauce you like. These are really cool. They have these little built-in USB ports here, and then they're lighted. And then you've got your extend and your retract. And one of the things that we were talking about this morning is that if you're a tall person, or even if you're not the biggest guy in the world, so first of all, big people could totally fit in this chair. But most importantly, the Essex furniture is the only theater seat that you can put your head all the way back down when you're a big dude and like take a nap. And you don't have to put a pillow behind your head because they're so long on top. The other big thing to know about this theater seat that you're looking at this year, this is the first time we've offered all leather in the Essex. So these are real leather seats. They are not a synthetic. Still made, of course, by Villa. Still very high end. Still fantastic. Same design, just a leather finish. I'm not going to pull the trifold sofa out today because we have very little time for all of these shots. I'm probably doing too long of a video as it goes right now, but I get so excited about theater mode, I just have to show it to you. For those of you that have never seen theater mode, I mean, out of all the reasons to buy an Essex, the ManaBlock system, the standard lithium ion batteries, the Bosch appliances, all of those things fail in comparison to theater mode. I am like literally like the most bougie person in the entire campground right now. If you walk into my coach and I'm like, let's watch Thelma and Louise, and I push, play on my phone because I'm using my Starlink and I've got my theater mode set up, I mean, people are gonna be like, holy mackerel, who's this guy? Look at this guy come in and really just impress the heck out of your friends. So really, really like that aspect of it a lot. I am gonna go turn on all my lights just so we have some lighting here. And like I said, everything is at the touch of your finger. And keep in mind, this also has the My Rosie app, so you can control all of these on a Samsung tablet. You can control them on your phone, or you can control them at all of the Silverleaf panels throughout the coach. I did put down the shade right behind the kitchen window just so you could see a little bit on how that works, because I get a lot of questions as to whether or not there is a shade. And then on the contemporary versus classic finishes, these are the options that are available to you. You've got Broderick, Hayden, and then you have Veranda and San Remo. We're in the San Remo right now. Very, very, this is a dramatic coach. But as you can see, all of these options can come in both the contemporary or in the traditional flavors. So you can pick your dream coach and really get it fine-tuned to exactly what you're looking for. And then in terms of floor plans, we've got 4 floor plans this year. We've got our 4569, which is the large kitchen. We've got our 4595, a 4551, which is what we're in today. And then if you want to have your dinette on the starboard side, we've got the 4521 as well. I believe Grant Russell just sold our last 4521 here at the show, which is, by the way, Newmar is not only here in force while bringing coaches, we have all of our Newmar branded sales consultants here offering assistance. We're doing test drives at these events. So if you see an international rally or any local rally that Newmar is hosting, please note that you're going to have a really fantastic experience because our dealership will support those clients. So down below this gigantic sound bar, I'm just going to show you your satellite setup. So this coach has everything set. So if you want to plug an HDMI into the back of the TV and run your, your PS, I think they're on 5, maybe it's a 7, I don't know, your PS, whatever it is, you could do that. Plenty of room up here to keep all of your extra games. It's a very cool setup. This little guy here is super nice because he has an all lights on switch. So you just push that and turn that on. All your lights will go on. So Newmar is very smart about how they set these things up. And then Spartan is here. You'll note that the standard chassis on this coach is now Freightliner. So yes, you heard me right. As of 2025, the standard chassis is going to be a Freightliner, but you can update to the Spartan chassis as well if you'd like to do that. And keep in mind, they've got this all glass dash that they've had before, but this year they actually took the seam away from between the two screens, so it's now a seamless finish on this dash in glass. And these are the optional massage seats. And then up here we've got all of our control centers, but you'll see how much less stuff is in here now because we've been able to centralize everything in that central area. So this is driver's side. Let's go passenger side. So we're going to bring just the, oh, that's the one, I'm sorry, we want to do driver's side. We're going to bring just the driver's side slide in. And the reason we're going to bring that in is I just want to be able to show you the water bays underneath with the mana block system. And then I also want to show you how much room you have between the refrigerator and that little bathroom door so that you can get in and out of the door. Oh, you know what, Nick? Let's just put the whole thing in. Let's just throw caution to the wind, Nick. Let's just put the whole stinking lot in. He's nodding his head. I don't know. Nick is going to be so bored when he goes back to school. Oh, I got to move that tile. Here, step back a second. I don't want to. Can you imagine if I broke it at a dealer meeting? Oh, I'd be in so much trouble. Here we are, International Rally. I just broke the Essex. I'll take that and put that up here. Those tiles are hefty, by the way. Pretty impressive. All right, so let's go ahead and bring this in. One of the things that's super cool about the way Newmar designs their coaches is that you can actually use this coach while you're parked in a parking lot. So if you don't make it to your destination and you need to pull over and get some sleep, you can do it safely in this RV without having to exit your unit because, of course, you've got everything that you need inside as long as you can get around. But I think that that's an important feature. So check this out. I think this is so important. So not only can you get around, plenty of room to prep your dinner, plenty of room to sit down and eat. You can watch a movie, put your feet up on the couch, and then you can also get very easily back and forth into this rear bathroom. So the accessibility here is super, super cool. And then with a 4551, if you did have all of your slides in, including the bedroom, each person would be able to get out and get to the potty on the left and right hand side of the bed. Okay, so these slides this walking room is so good that Nick can do it backwards while holding a gimbal. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, and you go that way, buddy. I'm going to go this way. We have things like wireless charging ports, standard, oh shit, we lost, no, this isn't standard, this is an optional feature. You have to choose whether or not you want this camera. I don't even know why they make that optional. Of course you want that camera. But we're going to hop out. We do a lot longer videos during the week. Every Monday you can catch me at Transwest TTTRV or RVs Inside Out. But just in the sake of time, illuminated door handle, ultra clutch when you're trying to figure out where you left your coach at night. You can lock and unlock all of your doors. We had a lot of people here at the show unlocking all of the RVs because everyone knows the door code. So if you buy this 2025 Essex from us, remember to ask us what the new door code is because we changed it. Again, we talked about this earlier. This is a 3 cubic foot Dometic, either freezer or refrigerator or both on a slide. But what's important about this is you got to remember, Newmar knows that you need to have this come out further because your slide's out. So they actually make it fully extendable and it can hold a lot of extra stuff. So if you are going to be on the road full time, you've got plenty of room to keep all of your extra hamburgers, hot dogs, maybe you got elk patties, whatever it is you were hunting last week, all of it can fit there underneath. And as you can see, these push to release doors are really nice. And then we do have power slide trays or manual as options. I'm a manual person myself. Power takes a little bit long. We're just gonna do one today just so you can see it. It does go out to 60%, so that even when the slides out, you can still access and load this entire tray. And it does have a 1,000 pound weight capacity. So this is a really, really nice feature of this coach. And of course, we know how important it is to be able to get things in and out easily. That makes that so much easier. So does having a second tray up top. We started doing this at first with the King Air, and then they started bringing it into the rest of the coaches. It's just a great use of extra space. Really kind of doubles how much room you have in these bays. And with the Star Foundation being so high and so mighty, it really gives you that extra height, because it's creating something that comes in, lifts off of the chassis rail, so you don't have that bump and that crack and that flex going down the road. But in addition, it gives you about 9 inches of extra storage. Why not make use of that and have all of this extra space up here? And you can see that Star Foundation coming through from the outside, supporting this great heavy slide and putting it down towards the center of the coach. So that, in combination with the Spartan chassis, is going to give you great handling on this K3 chassis going down the road. Let's go through these quickly. This is your third and last big slide. And then after we're done looking at that, you can see we have another 43-inch TV. Of course, two 43s in the coach, one at the front of the coach as well, a 50-inch on the slide. I can't reach that, I'm not gonna even try. And then here, of course, my favorite bay. This is where you keep all of the top shelf booze. If you don't have good whiskey, don't come to my party. Just kidding. This is the new central command system. They launched this at our dealer meeting earlier this year. It is so cool to be able to see what's working, what's not working. Of course, we don't see any red lights right now, but all of your fuses, and this is a great panel. You just take this off. It's designed to stay open so it stays nice and cool, but everything is here. So I guess we're gonna have to find a new place to keep the Belvedere, but that's okay. Also note here, so one of the great features that you have on this coach is not only do you have Mobilize, so you've got lane tracking, you also have a blind spot assist. That is just one of the 6 sensors that you'll have on this coach, 3 on each side. You also have dual fill def. So one side here, but above your def, you'll note that I can also inflate my airbag. So that would mean if my airbags aren't registering because I'm so low on air, maybe I've been parked for a really long time, I can actually manually inflate those so they'll start to register and I can go ahead and air up my coach. And on that note, you can actually air level this coach. So air leveling suspension is standard on this Essex, and that's a very nice feature for those of you who are in a situation that you don't need to use your hydraulic leveling jacks. So you can always tell when you're in a Spartan. It's very easy. I think it's interesting that they changed to the red dial for off here, and then on here they say, well, they used to have 2 the same, but I don't know why they did that. Engineering is here. Freightliner engineering is here. Spartan engineering is here. I mean, if you guys have never been to one of these rallies, I have to tell you, like, would you just pan over there, Nick? I've got Matt Ellinger. He's like the head. He's a VP of sales for Newmar. Ken's there. Megan. We've got Troy. I mean, everybody is here supporting all of our owners here at this event. It's just such an amazing gift to be able to come and see this in person. Again, K3, as we all know, 605 horsepower, 1,950 foot-pounds of torque, 20,000 pound towing capacity. We got Voyager pre-wire for your camera system. We got your 7-pin connector. Very easy to attach this to a Blue Ox system if you've got a tow vehicle. And we also have overhead cameras because this does have 360 surround as well. So pretty impressive there. Of course, starting at Dutch Star, going up, we have our side radiator mounted coaches. Another filling point for your DEF fluid. This is a place where you could store either your gloves for DEF, which is a great idea, or a gravity hose, or both. Nice docking lights here. And then this is one of the reasons that we wanted to show this. Look at this water bay. So first and foremost, You've got your you got your advanced water system. So this is available from Essex and King Air only, right? So you can actually, this ManaBlock system, turn off the hot and cold water to each location. So if you do have any kind of leak, you can stay on the road. It's paper towel dispenser, digital display, and you can also tilt this RV so all your poop comes out even faster, because it can actually like lift one side and drop the other side, and then it comes out of your SaniCon hose. That is also an optional feature, so if you don't check the boxes, you don't get the stuff. Your water supply is on a power reel, and I do really like that you'll see right below the shower here, we do have a clear housing for our water filters now, which is very nice. Just allows you to know whether or not you should, get that cleaned out or not. There's no winterizer in your filter. We run into that quite a bit at Transwest. We end up winterizing a lot of our coaches in the winter. Of course, having your power cord on a power reel gives you much more efficient use of space. There's your surge protector. We have needed that at this show. I've got to tell you guys, we've had some really hot days, 101, 102 degrees, and we've had a few places that have lost power. So thank God these coaches have surge protectors on them. Oh, and on that note, I want to say that there's at least 50 mechanics from Napanee. We have our service truck here from Transwest. Like, if you ever needed service on an RV, my boyfriend said, why are they holding this in Pueblo? I said, because it holds all the people. And he said, well, why don't they do it in the forest? I said, half these people live most of their lives in the forest. They come here to get their coaches fixed. They come here to learn about how to cook with a microwave. They come here for, how to use Starlink, how to get Wi-Fi in their coach. They come here to get their coach fixed. They come here to meet their friends, to join up, to talk about different ways to camp. We have a time capsule here. We have a 1996 Newmar here at this show. You want to talk about some people who know how to camp? Man, okay, so is this the one that goes up? Oh, so here's your dual loop system. This is your Chinook. This is your hydronic system. This is what's giving you tankless hot water as well as hydronic heat. This is the backside of your bays. I'm not going to open the next one because you're just going to show the backside of it, Nick, don't you think? There you go. You got two slide outs. We're going to skip one because it's the same thing you've already seen on the other side. And we're going to fast forward right here to this big bay because this is an important bay. So again, as I mentioned earlier, you've got your second dedicated inverter, which is allowing you to run your central air while going down the road without having your generator running. Or if you're just parking for a few hours and you want to have a picnic lunch and you don't want to start your gen up because you're in a parking lot, you can run your air conditioner off of that second inverter. And then this also has our big Lithionics battery package. These are either 320 amp hour batteries, or in the case on the left, it's a 640, giving you a total of 960 amp hours of juice on this coach. This coach could keep you cool for a long time without being plugged in, and you still get the squeegee. I don't know how often I would want to put that wet squeegee in between all of my electronics, but who knows? Maybe that's a good design feature. Maybe that's something that we turn into those focus groups. Oh, they're probably so tired of me. I've been focusing all week. You've got your dual fuel diesel tanks, and then also, these push to release doors with soft close are just so elegant. I can't show you the generator. It is a 12.5 kilowatt quiet diesel Onan generator. And then you'll also note that we have our built-in side view cameras and turn signals into our big chrome convex mirrors. Another thing that we fixed last year that we'll continue doing, we've given you a better high definition headlight. These are auto dimming, so if you do come across someone and your lights or your brights are on, these will dim automatically. Another thing to note here, you'll see no windshield wipers, just your mobile eye and then an overhead camera. And then down below this beautiful Newmar sign, you will see that we have our radar for your collision mitigation assist as well as your drive assist with active cruise control. So overall, really fantastic opportunity to walk you through an absolutely gorgeous 2025 Essex. Again, this is the 4551, and then this is the iron ore graphics. And I'm sorry I had to look at that, but I just think this is a gorgeous RV. So if you're in the market, if you'd like to buy this, let me know. Shoot me a text, give me a call. If you're here at the show, please stop by my big white Superstar over in the Carnival lot. My name is Katie O'Neill. I'm coming to you live from Transwest Truck Trailer RV's presentation here in Pueblo, Colorado at the International Dealer Rally. Thank you so much for coming in today or for tuning in today. Let us know how we can get you on the road and camping.